Good late Sunday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this July 14th of 2019. Most of us had a quiet end of the weekend today under partly sunny skies and an east breeze. That meant temperatures still warm but a bit cooler than normal. Through the next few days, though, we'll be keeping an eye on the future remnants of what's now still Tropical Depression Barry. And then once we get Barry out of the picture, back to the furnace we go with pure summer heat and humidity, ready to roll back in. Let's see where we've been throughout the course of the day, though, and the look of our time-lapse from Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. A nice start to the day with mostly sunny skies. Then we saw a good deal of cloud cover filter on through, mainly partly sunny skies. At the very least, we remain dry from that vantage point across the outskirts of Seneca. The use of the official numbers for today, at least to look at the highs compared to normal. From Joplin Regional, we hit a high of 86 because of that east breeze, kind of bringing in a bit of a more mild air instead of the usual hot summer breeze. That meant highs were below our normal of 91 on a mid-July day. For tomorrow, with the remnants of Barry beginning to work in, some of you may struggle to hit 80 degrees. I think Joplin will only make it to 80 tomorrow because we'll be under the cloud cover with the backside of Barry passing by and there's a few random rain and storms, and that again will be our normal high of 91 degrees. At 11:10 on the Sunday night, looking quiet from 7th and Range Line, we had the airport officially clocking in at 86, which is definitely nowhere close to that record high of 115 set back in 1954. And we started mild this morning, a bit milder than normal. Normally we should be around 70 to start, but we started around 72 this morning with the rain bucket bone dry at the airport. 73 in Joplin, last check. East breeze pushing 10 miles per hour. Pressure holding steady as the humidity begins to climb a little bit at 79%. 69 east, we have lower to middle 70s, most spots between 70 and 75. And then we still have some upper 70s once you go from Iola, Parsons, and Newada points west, back closer to Wichita and the northern sides of the Tulsa metro down in Green Country. But everybody will be looking at a quiet night and a mild night with overnight lows dropping off into the upper 60s. I think most of you will start around 68 in the morning before the cloud cover really thickens up for some of you. And some of you could even see some rain and thunderstorm chances try to sneak in as early as lunchtime tomorrow as temperatures try to rebound into the mid-70s. The SkyWatch Storm Tracker has been bone dry for the late night so far, but if we look back on the day with this view of the SkyWatch Storm Tracker, we have seen some scattered showers ahead of Barry. We had some of that extra moisture and humidity result in some of these scattered showers again, mainly along and south of Interstate 44. The bulk of the moisture still continues to be from about, let's say, St. Genevieve, Cape Girardeau, Sykeston, and southeastern parts of Missouri, down the Boot Heel, and along the Mississippi River, continuing still into Louisiana. All that moisture on the eastern half of what's still Tropical Depression Barry. It's a very weak tropical depression at this point. 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts, which is what we have from the last advisory from the Weather Prediction Center and the National Hurricane Center, keeping an eye on this former hurricane and tropical storm. It's going to continue to slowly weaken as it continues across western Arkansas as we head into your Monday. By the start of Monday afternoon, it'll begin to lift away from I-40 and begin its approach toward the Bull Shoals, Table Rock Lake, and the southern Ozarks of south central Missouri, While that keeps the brunt of the action away from us, the backside of Barry, the wraparound moisture, will result in cloud cover for us and for some of you, scattered rain and storms, not only for Monday, but at least as we begin your Tuesday. Then as we venture further into your Tuesday, we will see what's left of Barry start to head toward the St. Louis area and out of our area by the time we get into Tuesday afternoon and evening especially. Once we get Barry completely out of the picture, though, it's all about that upper ridge. It's still waiting off to the west to work in, and it will do so, again, once we get Barry out of the picture. In the short term, we'll keep things quiet for tonight, partly to maybe mostly cloudy skies for a few of you, but everybody stays quiet and everybody stays mild, with morning lows dropping off into the upper 60s. Then, as far as your Monday afternoon goes, it all depends on how close you are to the remnants of Barry as it begins to pass on through. Everybody should be close to the mid-70s to near 80. By the start of the afternoon. Then, if you see more of the cloud cover associated with the backside of Barry, you will see temperatures struggle to get to 80 degrees. I think the best odds of that will be 69 east. And then for everybody else in southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma, you'll have a bit of a warmer day with more sunshine to help warm things up. So around Joplin, let's say 68 to start, 74 by noon, and I think afternoon highs will only make it to 80 degrees, thanks in part due to the extra cloud cover from Barry and at least a chance for some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Not looking at anything too strong or severe out of this. But let's look at Chanute, though, because the farther west you go from Joplin and 69 in particular in Kansas and Oklahoma, you'll be looking at a warmer day with some of the cloud cover holding off until late in the afternoon and maybe a stray storm or two very late in the afternoon. So for Chanute, you'll be starting at 66, you'll be going to 80 by lunchtime, and then you should be able to push into the mid-80s for afternoon highs on Monday. The rain chances could continue as we head into Monday night and Tuesday morning, but after we begin your Tuesday morning, Barry, what's left of it, will begin to work off toward the St. Louis area, and as it does, it will take the cloud cover out of here, some of it, and it'll take the rain chances out, certainly, as we head into Tuesday afternoon, with highs going back into the mid-80s area wide. After Barry's gone, it's all about that upper ridge. The brunt of it still wants to be just to the west of us by the midweek, but it'll start to shift into the central plains, and we'll definitely feel the heat and humidity building in as this takes hold once again across a good portion of the lower 48, including our area. In fact, from Wednesday on into the coming weekend, have a look at temperatures. We'll have actual highs pushing into the mid-90s between 94 and 96 degrees, and then when you add in the humidity and those dew points, that'll be climbing up there as well. We could have heat indices making you feel like it's between 105 and 110 degrees. So I would not be surprised if we had heat advisories go into effect for a good portion of the area as we hit midweek and later into the coming week. Let's say 80 degrees for your Monday overall, 86 degrees on Tuesday, then back into the mid-90s under mostly sunny skies from midweek on into the coming weekend, and morning time lows, they'll be mild if not warm. After Monday night's low of 69, we'll be back into the lower to middle 70s by then. Have a good night. Have a great Monday.